What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Aydian here. Can you believe that this battery is gonna die? Like, maybe my charger's broken. What the hell? I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to shout out for some advice because this is the battery that's in right now. This is the charger I'm using, and this is the battery I'm using. And for some reason, it's not working. Like, I just put in new battery right now, and on the screen, right there, it says it's blinking a red battery. So, I don't know, because when I plug it in, it says that it's charged. So, I don't really understand what's going on. I don't know, I gotta switch it out again. Alright, so this one says that it's got a full battery. I don't know if I should even believe it though. I don't know if I believe you. Yeah, I'm gonna just charge this bad boy again. I mean, it's not that they're not lasting at all, it's just they're not lasting long. I have a G7X Canon, and it's really great, but I do know that it goes through battery like crazy, but I did not understand that it would go through battery like this. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I didn't have it in all the way to charge or something, because it should be working fine, but whatever. The topic of this video, as you can see, I am sitting on me and Jane Lee and I, we go to the Goodwill store every now and then, and we picked up this bad boy, old school rocking chair. I think it's pretty dope. I had a rocking chair when I was a super young kid. My mom had one she would rock us in, so I'm kind of nostalgically chilling in my rocking chair. We set up the cat bed right there too, but I'm getting sidetracked. The point of this video, this is a topic video, so I've got two things to talk about in this video. And the first thing is I want to do a little bit of a recap of I lowered my T. So I think back in July or August, some summer month, I lowered my testosterone. And I want to give an update since it's been about, 4 to 6 months since I've been on my lower dose. So I was doing 0.5 cc's for about 2 years, 3, 4 years there. And I noticed that all the changes that I had wanted have occurred. So I have my facial hair, my voice is as low as it's gonna be, my fat's been redistributed, I have hair on my chest and my legs, and my jawline, everything is kind of how I feel really good in my body. I feel, when I look in the mirror, I see a man looking back at me, I relate to that. And I noticed that my levels so your T levels can be anywhere from 300 all the way up to, I think it's like 1030 or 1080, something like that. So the range goes as low as 300 to all the way up to 1000. So I was trying to stay in this kind of medium range, it's like 500 to 600 range. And when I got my T levels, they were at 700. So I asked my doctor if we could lower it, because I don't need to have a higher T if I don't want my levels to be any higher than 600. So when they read 700, it was like, well, let's lower it. So if you want to check out the videos, you can go back and check out the videos, get the full story. I want to do a little update since then. So I've been still doing 0.4 cc's, and it's been going really good. I didn't really notice any differences. I didn't really notice anything in my mood. I think like the first 6 to 8 weeks of lowering my dose, I did have 2 weeks of just feeling weird. I don't know though if that was related to my dosage or if that was just related to my life. Hormones are a big representation of your emotions, so it could have been because of the hormones that my emotional state was kind of uneasy, but I couldn't say for sure. All I know is that since that time, I haven't had any emotions that didn't line up with things that were going on in my life. So I wasn't out of character, having emotions and feelings that didn't fall in line with what was going on in my life. If I had a lot of stress going on, I was feeling stressed. If I was in a great mood, it was because great things were happening. So everything has fallen in line in that sense. Nothing has changed. I've been on hormones for 7 years, so I don't see as many changes. The changes I see is like my chest hair, like getting more on my upper chest, and my facial hair growing in slightly here. But other than that, I don't really have many big changes. So I just wanted to kind of throw out there that I lowered my T, and I'm still fine. I feel great. I will not be going back to get my levels checked until for 2 months at least, 2 or 3 months, so probably not until April or May will I be going back. and as long as my T didn't dip below 500, I'm gonna keep it at 0.4. Yeah, so it's been really good. I just want to throw that update out there. And the second thing I wanted to talk about was a hysterectomy. First off, if you guys follow Malcolm FTM Traveler, who has been in my past videos, good friend of mine, I want to quickly say congratulations to him and wish him well in his healing, as he just got his hysterectomy done, I believe this past, at least within the last 7 to 10 days. So congratulations, Malcolm. I hope that you are healing up really well. Following you on Instagram, looks like you're doing great. Very happy to hear and see that. I want to talk about my experience with hysterectomy. Now, there is one big myth that I learned when I started hormones, and that was that if you do not get a hysterectomy within 5 years, you will get cancer, cervical cancer. Now, this is a huge myth, and I don't know exactly, but I think it started with the Southern Comfort Conference. A gentleman, I want to find out his name. I am just looking for this gentleman's name because I knew it, but for some reason I can't think of it. Alright, so here we go. Robert Eads, E-A-D-S, December 18th, 1945 to January 17, 1999, was an American trans man whose life and death, blah, blah, blah. Eads was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 1996, but as an example of the social stigma faced by gender, he died because nobody would treat him because he was a transgender man. So, to my knowledge, do not quote me, I believe that the Southern Comfort Conference focuses a lot on that. When I went to Southern Comfort Conference, it was a big part of the start of the Southern Comfort Conference and just the start of transgender healthcare in general. Don't quote me on any of that. It was a simple Google, and we all know that internet is like not a very good source, because I could go online and find that, eating blueberries is the best thing on earth for you, and then I can also find on Google that eating blueberries is will kill you if you eat too many. So, whatever, to get to the point, I think this is where this myth started, because this gentleman didn't get care from a doctor and was killed because he got ovarian cancer, and I believe he got ovarian cancer probably because of a mix of things, but also I'm sure that taking testosterone and the shutting down of his uterus didn't help with his probability of getting cancer. So, it's not true. Just because you don't get a hysterectomy and you've been on hormones for plus 5 years does not mean you're going to get cancer. And believe me, this is actually something that goes around a lot. That and the myth of, maybe I'll make a video all about myths, but the other myth that goes around a lot is that you'll die really soon if you take testosterone. That's another myth that when I first started, I was told that, okay, well you can start hormones, but just automatically take off like 15 years of your life. That's never been proven, not proven, there's no evidence of that. So, getting back to the hysterectomy. I want to get a hysterectomy, but the only dilemma is that it takes time. So I've met with my doctor, and she pretty much said there's certain things she has to go through in order to get insurance to totally cover it. Now, I am on OHP, so that means I will be able to get insurance covered it. Thank you, Obamacare. And otherwise, I just have to go through the steps, and it's about 6 weeks recovery. Hopefully I'll be able to get laparoscopically, I believe it's laparoscopically, lapro, whatever. It pretty much just means that it's this machine that goes in your belly button on the 2 sides, and woo, it does what it needs to do. Instead of them cutting straight through your abdomen and having to go through your abdomen, which is a lot more intense. I don't even know if the cut goes this way, it might go that way, I don't really know, I'm just saying. So yeah, so those are the 2 different ways that it gets done, and I want to get mine done. I just, honestly, I don't want to take the time off from the gym. I don't want to take the time off, period, because I'm not going to be able to walk around as much. I'm being a wimp about it, kind of. I'm just being lazy. I don't really have any real good excuses as to why I haven't gotten a hysterectomy done. But I will say, the one thing that I have in my favor right now is that I do get checked once a year. Now, my doctor even said, you don't have to come in once a year. You can come in every 2 years. I can even possibly get you a clearance for every 3 years. And I told her, I said, I don't want that. I am still in the thought process that oh my goodness, after 5 years, am I gonna get cancer? Even though I know it's not true, it's this thought that's kind of patterned into my thinking. So I wanna make sure that every year I'm going and I'm getting checked, and she's checking me out fully like hardcore in a way so that like nothing is missed. Like if there's any red flags, she always sends me right back in because she doesn't want to look over any red flags. Yeah, hysterectomy, I gotta get it. I wanna get it. Maybe it'll be my 2017 goal. Or maybe what I'll do is 2017 will be my goal of like meeting my doctor when I go back and to get my hormones checked and telling her like, listen, I really want to get a hysterectomy, let's get this done. And maybe what I'll do is I can schedule it for like the winter months when I'm just chilling anyway, when I don't want to be out and about, when I don't really care as much about, you know, not being able to get outside because it's rainy and cold and snowy anyway. So maybe that's something I can think about, but I have gotten asked the question a lot about hysterectomies, and yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it, my feels. I really hope that I can get it done soon though. I do think that it will help. Some things that I experience having not had a hysterectomy yet is I do still experience some cramping. Yeah, pretty much I experience some cramping. So that's a big thing that I wish would go away. So that's kind of my thoughts, my hopes, my dreams. Woo! All right. That's it for this video. I really wanted to touch base on a hysterectomy, and I also wanted to kind of get rid of that myth that you're gonna die and like you're gonna have cancer, or, you know, there's so many myths about being trans. Maybe I'll have to make a list and like make a trans like fake fact list. Alright guys, I have to go back to work. I stopped working in the office to kind of make this video because I'm trying my best to get things up Monday, Wednesday, Friday for y'all, because I know it's important to you guys, which means it's important to me. I couldn't do it without y'all, so I appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button and share it with your friends if you feel like this is something that they can benefit from. Otherwise, leave a comment below. Have you gotten a hysterectomy? Have you not? Why have you? Why have you not? Maybe you don't even have a uterus. I don't know. Catch you in the next one. Peace.